Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your homegirl Datinaya Chick. How you guys doing today? Hope you are doing alright. Now today's topic is going to be a really sensitive one for me, especially because I am living the life right now, and it's been a rough road, but I'm willing to share my experience with you guys. So today we're going to be talking about, but before then, make sure that you guys do 3 things for me. 1, subscribe to my channel. 2, like this video if you do. And 3, put a comment down below about your thoughts. Now I'm going to be talking about divorce. Now, the journey that comes before divorce, I'm going to say all of it and get right into it. Now, when you talk about divorce, you talk about when 2 people who are legally married decide to separate. But what brings about divorce? What starts that avenue of divorce? Now, let's roll jump. Now, divorce starts when 2 people meet themselves for the first time and think they're in love, and go into a courtship, and eventually the guy decides, okay, I want to make her my wife. She looks up to it, rather she's, let's say, 100 yards by material, and they think, or rather the guy thinks, that when he gets married to this girl, everything is going to be easy, life is easy, no stress whatsoever. But they get married, boom, issues start. They don't know the basics of marriage. They don't know that marriage is more to it than it seems. Now, divorce sets in. But before divorce sets in, the young lady, in quote, gets pregnant and have kids, probably 3, 4, 5. And the man decides after 15 years or after 16 or 20 years, he wants a divorce. And the divorce process continues, and boom, get divorced. Now, the life after divorce is what I'm going to be talking about, because I'm living the life. My parents were divorced for quite some years now, and it was not easy to come out of it, because as you know, me and my sister were the first kids that they had, and my dad was, in quotes, my best friend. Now, divorce is I saw a quote yesterday. Divorce is an option. I feel it should not be an option. Why? Because why would you want to go into a relationship for life when you think about separating with that person? No. Because you don't know their consequences to the things that you do after you have done them. Now, this is what divorce what divorce made me go through as a young girl who, had to separate from her dad, live with that. 1, it made me self-conscious. I was so self-conscious about myself that I felt I wasn't good enough for a very long time. I felt okay that I wasn't good enough. That's why my parents said not to be together. Or I wasn't smart enough. I was not intelligent. I was not like other kids. So I became self-conscious of the things I do, the things I say. I tried so hard to bottle things up because of my parents' divorce. Now, 2, I became aggressive. At one point in my life, I was so aggressive. Everything tipped me off, because I felt, well, my parents this happens to me, so why should I smile? Why should I make anyone happy? But even as much as I was trying to, at that stage of my life, I still tried to put a happy face, but it was not possible, because divorce was in my head, and my parents are not together. This is what is happening. And then 3, I felt I was not loved. Now, I went into a series of relationship trying to validate the fact that, oh, I am worthy of love. Now, because of those 3 things that happened in my life, it took me a while to become the woman I am today. It took me a while to become the woman I am today. But this is what I did. The most important thing that I did for myself, just 1, I prayed about it. Okay? Now, because I had to put my mind in that state, that divorce, it should not be an option for anybody. So parents who think that, oh, I'm having an issue with my wife. Now, the only way I could say that divorce should be an option is when your life is being threatened. That, oh, you're going to get killed, or you're being threatened, your kids are being threatened. That is only when you consider a divorce. But when you could go through these certain issues by prayers, or rather by counseling. That too, like, okay, that like where I go when I went through it, it was not me that was divorced, rather it was my parents, but it affected me greatly. But I feel when you are getting to this crossroads as individuals who are married, I feel divorce should not be an option, like I said earlier, except it's life threatening. But there are two things you can actually do for yourself to overcome the situations, or rather three. One, you talk about it. It's easy when you talk about things you feel with the ones you actually feel you have love for. You talk about it, express yourself. Should I be in a situation like this? Let's consider the people involved. Two, you call for counseling. I feel a lot of people just jump into the fact of, oh, let's just divorce. In fact, let's end this relationship. No, you have to go for counseling. That's why we have a lot of bodies that do stuff like this. Reach out to someone. Okay, now three, pray about it, because God was the basis of your union as a married couple. So I feel if you want to really resolve an issue, you have to pray about it. So this may be like the shortest video about myself, how I went through my parents' divorce as an individual, and what I feel that people should not, what I feel people should do when they get to that crossroad of divorce. Because trust me, divorce do not only affect you as husband and wife, it affects your kids greatly, especially I won't say especially the female child. The male child still go through a lot. I have a younger brother. I may not be able to tell his story, or he may don't want to tell his story, but I feel he too went with his own demons and he came out of it successfully. So that is what I did. So I'm advising that divorce is only an option when your life is being threatened, but we should not even think of divorce when you put God at God is God is the basis for marriage. If that's what you did the right way, like you got married the right way, or if divorce, God is the basis of marriage, divorce should not happen. Divorce should not be thought about. Yeah, we should always want to, when eventually I get married, I know that I want to make God the basis of my marriage. I want to make sure that He ordains my step and ordains my attitude towards my spouse, because I will not want my kids to go through what I went through, because no, it was not even funny anymore at one point. So divorce is not an option except your life is being threatened, but we should not think about divorce at all when we can actually put our knees to the ground and pray. So remember, guys, that Naya preaches and speaks only of love. Mwah, show love.